than me.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Daily Rage Quit. I'm your host, Weiss, and alongside me, the one, the only, Steelman.
What's going on, y'all? Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Keep telling us in the comments what you guys think.
And guys, today, we're going to keep it easy. Steelman and I have officially jumped back into Apex after they just recently launched Season 6. So it's been a couple seasons since I've been on Steelman. It's pretty much the same for you as well, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah.
So, guys, we had to jump back in, and I've got to say, overall, I'm really happy we did. The game is smooth, it's still a lot of fun, and we're going to hit on, really, why it's still fun, what we really like about it. Also, what are some of the things that we really actually don't like? So, Steelman, I'll let it kick it right off to you, man. What is it that's making it so fun for you and getting back into Apex all over again?
I missed the speed of it. I missed kind of the rock paper scissors of the different characters. It's kind of fun just to kind of go back through, and they've tweaked a lot of the things. They've tweaked a lot of the guns. They've tweaked a lot of the characters' abilities and stuff. So, a lot of players got buffs. A lot of them got nerfs. Good and bad. I think that whole philosophy is kind of weird sometimes. One of the things I don't like about that is I think they tend to take these characters that are fan favorites, like Wraith and Pathfinder, for example, and then they nerf them so badly that no one uses them anymore. And then they buff some of these other characters that players aren't using, and they make people utilize them more often. And I believe the reason for that is that they, shockingly, sell more skins. You follow the money. They sell more skins. They sell more of these battle passes that focus on, some of these players that no one gives a shit about. And, that's one of the things that's on my list of don't like. But also, it is cool to go back in and get a refresher on some of these characters and play with different characters and jump in and enjoy that.
It's definitely been absolutely hit the term right on the head. Refreshing. I think it's cool to see some great abilities, like bring back that great ability scheme that they have. I mean, I just remember when they launched not too long ago, Apex, and it was just a random game that was just launched out of nowhere. All of us were like, what the fuck is this? And the cool thing was we all jumped on, and it actually was an incredible battle royale. The pace of it, the abilities, the balance of the game, the original map, which not gonna lie to everybody, the second map that they launched, I'm not really a big fan of. Yeah. I don't know, it just doesn't feel balanced enough. But previous to that, it was awesome. And really jumping back into it has been a breath of fresh air from Call of Duty, which, by the way, anyone who's been playing Call of Duty for the past couple of months and then jumps into Apex, I bet you all are running into the same issue as I am, which is you're trying to run through doors, but you still have to fucking hit square to get through.
Yeah.
It hurts my head, but you get used to it. And now I'll jump back on Call of Duty, and I'm probably going to hit square to open those doors all over again.
Yeah, I mean, it's the pace of the play. It is one of the mistakes, I feel like, of the game. It's a small mistake because, the pace of the play, everything is geared towards fast pace. The looting, the kills, how far you travel, the abilities, everything is go, 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 and that's what makes it so great. Mm-hmm. But then you come to the doors and you have to press square. You can't just slide through them or open them up. And then, the first time I did it, I was really sure that in the past you were able to do that, and I was like, wait, no, that's just Call of Duty. But yeah, and that's what makes it. That's another point that makes it really fun. It's just the pace of it. The victories seem well earned. You travel far. You travel far across the map. You kill more. You loot more because of the pace of the looting is expedited by the pinging system,
right.
Which is a novel system as far as I know. When they introduced that, I don't think anyone else was doing it. The pinging system is great. It just expedites all looting because you know your buddy might like something. You ping it. Hey, do you need this? No, we don't. Yeah, I do. Save it. You click on it. So and that expedites the whole entire game, not just the looting. Then the loot boxes or the death boxes rather. Well organized.
Best in Battle Royale.
Yeah.
They own the Battle Royale loot box.
Yeah.
Taken run of the year. Any other Battle Royale doesn't fucking touch it.
Yeah, I mean, like, death boxes are organized, and it makes looting just fast-paced. It removes the complexity of it. I don't know why other games haven't capitalized on this system. It honestly should be, or some form of it should be in every Battle Royale genre game. For sure. Like, it definitely revolutionized the way Battle Royales work. Instead of just having loot sprawled out on the floor, and you're going to pick it up, and you're accidentally picking up like 7 different items. Call of Duty Warzone was, and what was the Firestorm from Battlefield? Both of those games, like, it just really slows the pace of the game down. It frustrates you because I don't know how many times I've been trying to pick something up and I get shot from across the map because I can't pick something up off the ground.
Right.
That was something it did excellent. It just is state-of-the-art looting system. Awesome.
I think another thing that's making this game so much fun, and what I'm really liking, is there's a lot of comm talk in Call of Duty. This is what we've been really been playing a lot of lately. You got to call stuff out, where everyone is at, where they're flanking, if you're flanking, and it really translates even in a much more better form in Apex, because there's a lot more comm talk that needs to happen, because not only are you spotting people from a certain distance, but also your abilities affect the way your gameplay goes. So if you need, I play Caustic. I know not everyone's favorite character. I just like dropping gas. It looks like a fart, and it's hilarious when someone dies from it. It's embarrassing. So if you feel like you've been taken down by a Caustic and you just want to hit yourself in the face, totally understand. That's me. But the comm talk between you and your friends when you're gaming is pretty strong, and it translated so well back from Call of Duty to this season, and I'm really enjoying it. When Steelman and I jump on, when we jump on with our squad, it's just been a breath of fresh air to call stuff out, and the victories, you even said, especially at the end when you win it, it feels good when you win in Apex, and I think that's super important. Call of Duty does a really good job of winning too, by all means, but doesn't touch Apex victory at all. I think that Apex victory is just sharper, it hits harder, and it feels a lot better. You feel relieved afterwards.
Yeah, I think they hit the sweet spot. Whereas, you can jump in and get a bunch of victories in one, sitting. Like, I mean, I know we've had like 4 or 5 wins in a row before in Apex. Whereas, like, Call of Duty Warzone, like, that's probably not going to happen. I think the most people someone's got in a row is, like, 4 or something like that. Like, their all-time record, or 5 or something. Oh, which on Apex, like, I feel like people have probably strung together, like, 10 or more because it's easier to get dubs. But like, that's one of the things that I think they hit that sweet spot. It's just, like, it's not like Call of Duty, you go too long without getting a W, in my opinion. Like, there's way too many people. There's a ton of people in there, like, which obviously makes the chances of you winning far less likely. Apex, you get in sometimes and you die right away, and other times you get a W. But you usually get those dubs faster and more often in Apex, which I kind of enjoy. I think that's something they did well too.
So, guys, there's also some stuff as we're jumping in where I'm not happy with Apex in some areas. And I'm going to hit the first, besides the doors not opening automatically, that frustrates the hell out of me, but that's just translated. Yeah, I think one of the big ones, because I haven't played it in so long, the guns, the ammo, everything has changed, and buffs have been altered all over the place, where I feel like weapons that should be stronger don't feel as strong. The second thing about weapons, I feel like I can't find as many weapons anymore. It's like the same shit every single time where I land, unless if you're high tier. Even then, it's a little strange, and I don't find myself finding the weapons I need until I actually go into battle and take people out. I'm like, how do they have all of these weapons that I want to have? A snipe and an automatic weapon, but yet I've got 2 Mozambiques, and like I don't know what to do with them. So I've been truly frustrated in the weapon buffering, but also just the amount of weapons. I feel like there's not enough there.
Yeah, like they've added some weapons, they've removed some weapons. This isn't something I've been a fan of either. It's they've taken the R99 out, and now it's a pickup item, as well as the Peacekeeper, which that's fine. But like, why didn't they add a lot more weapons then? Like, if they're gonna take these out, like add more loot or something. Yeah, I feel like sometimes I'm not getting the weapons, but also I feel like too that like all of the weapons seem to have a lot more recoil, and the recoil seems to be more erratic, and that kind of bothers me because it's not realistic. Like, I mean, unless a firearm in real life is malfunctioning, the recoil is going to be pretty much the same every single time. So like some of these guns, like they're like going this way or that way, and you're just like, what's going on with them? Like, and like I think they did that across the board. We all kind of agreed that like the recoil just felt more erratic across the board for all the guns. Like they just kind of did a nerf on all of them. And I wasn't really feeling that. And like, it doesn't seem like the attachments do much to control it. So like that was another thing that I was kind of like, what are they doing with this? And then, the R99 disappearing is kind of a fan favorite gun. Like, I get it. It's a little OP. Maybe that's why, and maybe that's a temporary thing. I hope so. But like they've been adding characters for a good amount of time. Like, give us some new guns too. I mean, the Volt's there, but I don't know. And to your point, like it seems like they made things more confusing with adding not only light and heavy, but now there's sniper ammunition and sniper magazines that you have to pick up. And I don't know, like it seems a little confusing. I kind of like the way it was with heavy and light, and but that's something maybe we'll get used to. So
the only other gripe I really have about the game. So by the way, servers and Find a Game has been pretty quick. So that's actually been awesome. So the game is still running like it used to. It's Find a Game real quick, jump in, call it a day. Why can't I choose which map I want to play? Why? Why am I queued into the same map every single time, every single night? What's going on here, Steelman?
Dude, this was definitely in the back of my mind. I'm glad you said it because it pisses me off too. Like, I think Kings Canyon is the overall fan favorite of maps. I think it doesn't compare to World's Edge. One of the reasons I stopped playing Apex was because World Edge just seemed too big. The loot seemed scarce. I felt like I was just running through open fields all the time. They've done better. It's grown on me. I will say that. Like, I like World's Edge a lot more than I used to. But the fact that you can't choose really angers me. It really annoys me. And then they do these timed events with it, and it's like this new one's like 6 days or 7 days that we have on World's Edge, and I'm like, dude, like I don't want to play World's Edge for that long. Like, granted, like I said, it's grown on me, but like I mean, why can't we choose Kings Canyon? My honest opinion of the reason why they don't do that is because they have probably seen the data and they're like, everyone wants to play Kings Canyon. No one's gonna play this map, and then we're only gonna have one map that everyone plays, and I guess that somehow will negatively affect either the user base or their bottom line, and they've figured that out, and they've figured that they need to make World's Edge better. But along those lines, last point on that, I would love to see them bring back Kings Canyon in its original form, or close to, maybe like after the first update. I would love to play that again because it's been a really long time. And, jumping back into Kings Canyon last week or so before the update, it was changed a lot. It was very different, not the same. So, I mean, it was fine. I liked it, but, I want to see that original Kings Canyon map, really.
With all the abilities and all the new characters that are there, we got to play the new characters on Kings Canyon, no doubt.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Steelman, overall for you, getting back into Apex, what are your final thoughts on it?
I'm enjoying it. I'm having fun. It's a nice change of pace. Literally a very big change of pace from Call of Duty. Although I feel like Call of Duty's running is faster.
Oh yeah.
I did feel a little bit of a slowdown when it came to running, but overall the pace of the game is much faster in Apex. I'm a fan. I'm glad we're back on it for a little bit. I'm enjoying the time on Apex. Whether or not it'll be a prolonged event that we play Apex is yet to be seen. I don't know. So maybe you'll see some Apex highlights coming. So.
We're always going to drop the highlights no matter what. Guys, from me, very simple. Just like Steelman said, breath of fresh air. Call of Duty can sometimes get draining, whether you're winning or you're losing. It's just good to change the games up, and going back to a free-to-play, probably one of the best free-to-plays in my opinion in quite a bit. It's Season 6 is really holding up on its own, so they did a great job. Good for Respawn, and especially being a part of EA. It's like you wouldn't even think they're an EA company because you just anticipate some things are going to happen. But I feel like for the most part, they got a good head on their shoulders. They're running the game correctly. They're listening to the fan base, and I'm sure they're going to fix things along the way. So, kudos out to Respawn and really shredding it and bringing back a player base, especially for Season 6. All right, y'all, that's another episode with the Daily Rage Quit. Be sure to subscribe down below. We need to keep these videos fucking going, so why don't you just click it, please? Also, like or dislike. We need to know if you like our shit or not.
Yeah, keep those comments coming. We really want to chat with you about Apex. Are you enjoying Season 6 so far? What do you think about the new character, Rampart? Are you having fun with her? Let us know. But from all of us, Daily Rage Quit. Peace.
Peace!